Home of the Mets, Citi Field in Queens, New York. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates going up against the New York Mets. Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. And on the hill here today, Freddie Peralta. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Just about to get started. Here's O'Neill Cruz. And a new season is officially underway. The 1-0. And there's a foul ball. That one finds the zone. That's strike two. And misses. It's a strikeout.
Second baseman Brandon Lau.
Here's the Pirates lineup now with an excellent arm on the mound. Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Peralta, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against. That one way outside, and that's ball one.
Well, he's got power, and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So, to his advantage, he can expand the zone. He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
In the dirt, can't quite pick it, and that would have been a beautiful play.
At third, the designated hitter, Brian Reynolds.
So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't give up a lot of hits?
I think you just kind of have to lean out over the plate and take your base, but seriously, you just have to try to shorten up.
Simeon fired to second, throw to first, but he beat it.
Batting fourth, left fielder Marcell Ozuna.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. That one way inside. Reynolds off of first with two away. Swings and misses. And that is strike one.
Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
Oh, and he hit him.
Time out. That ball hit him.
Batting fifth, right fielder Ryan O'Hearn.
Now there's a bullet down the line. Coming around third is Reynolds. He will score and they take the lead. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
So two down. Jared Triolo will hit next.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in. You got to try to get another one or maybe two.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. But the Pirates strike on this run-scoring double. It's now 1-0. Back here in Queens, and on the mound for Pittsburgh in this one, Paul Skeens. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport, Singy.
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Nope.
And the 1-0. Foul ball there. And that one almost got him.
Ball 2.
That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Here's Juan Soto. This one in the dirt. And now a man into scoring position.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
Man at second.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Here's a 2-2. Base hit into the outfield. Lindor zipping around third. He'll score and then tie it. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Bo Bichette up to the dish.
Hey!
One on, nobody out. A run in here on opening day. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Swings through that.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
That's out.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
The 2-1. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Out towards right center field. Makes the grab.
Batting fifth, center
Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
Luis Robert Jr. in the box, lays off for ball 1.
Ball.
And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
2 on, 1 out. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that'll load the bases.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Brad Beatty.
Tied up here in the early going. And that misses. Ball 1. Fouled off. He was late.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
All loaded up. Here is Marcus Semien. Ball 1 there. That one is absolutely belted. And foul ball. Two outs, bases are full. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Got him swinging for the K. They limit the damage here, but the RBI single pushes across a run. All even at 1 apiece. On now to the top half of inning number 2. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Spencer Horwitz. Check swing called strike. Strike 1. On the ground, right side. Simeon, toss over to first. And quickly one away in the second.
Batting 8th, third baseman, Nick Gonzalez.
Ball.
Establishing both ends of the zone is critical. Most times guys are wanting to get hitters out down, but if you can get them to look up, get a called strike, that's going to make that strike zone a lot bigger.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Gonzalez wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and that one was indeed a strike. So they'll lose their first challenge.
Got it.
That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Up next for the Pirates, Henry Davis, known for his rocket arm behind the plate.
Hey!
Two down, nobody on. Check swing. He went. That is strike 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. We go to the bottom of the second, tied at 1. Bottom half of inning number 2, and stepping in for New York, Carson Bench. First pitch doesn't find the zone. In the air to left center. And that'll fall for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
And a swing and a miss. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1. Dave Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Spook, that just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Ripped to first, caught.
Up next for the Mets, shortstop Francisco Lindor.
Back to the top of the Mets order.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single.
That ball went out.
Bench, the base runner at first with 1 out. Lindor swings through that one.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Here's a 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Runner on the go. Cut on and missed. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
When you're trying to swipe a bag against an elite level arm behind the plate like this guy, you better get a great jump and hope that your speed can finish this job. That was a great jump right there. Really nice steal of second base.
Man at second. And right back to the mound. Throw to first in time.
Up next for the Mets, left fielder, Juan Soto.
Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A 2-run homer. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 3-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
So 2 down. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Right through there for a strike.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss. Blew it by him at 99.
Boog, that's cheddar, baby.
Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. And he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Mets 3 and the Pirates 1. Back here at Citi Field, at the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz. This one's smoked on its way out of here. He circles the bases, and they cut into the lead. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning. The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Two and 0 to count. Here it comes.
Nope, outside.
Just missed. There's the strike. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here on opening day. This one in the air, center field. Roberts settles under this one. One away.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the designated hitter, Brian Reynolds.
Brian Reynolds here. He's 0 for 1. And that drops in for a strike. One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one fouled off. Going 2 now. Waves at the defender for the strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
That clips the corner. Two down, nobody on. That one ripped, but foul. The next offering misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Good eye right there.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think. Oh, good pitch is a strike, but
now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break, but not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Jorge Polanco.
Jorge Polanco.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Fought off foul.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Swings through it for the K. And that's 4 strikeouts.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
The 1-0.
Ball. That's inside.
Chop to third. Gonzalez throws to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Up next for the Mets, third baseman.
2 outs, base is empty.
Beatty.
So up next for New York, Brett Beatty. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Hey.
That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper. Out towards right center field. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing for the Mets, but they still lead at 3-2. On to the fourth. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ryan O'Hearn.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move. You know, these Pirates, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
A little out front there as he swings through it. That missed by a lot, and it's 3-2. This one in the air, center field. Robert under it, and there's one down.
Up next for Pittsburgh, shortstop Jared Triolo.
On the ground, Beatty handles, throws to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth.
Up next for the Pirates, first baseman Spencer Horwitz.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Spencer Horwitz grounded out his first time up.
Ball 1.
2 down, nobody on here on opening day.
Ball, that's off the plate.
That one misses. Ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Up the middle. Lindor on to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the Mets 3 and the Pirates 2. Back here in Queens, bottom of the fourth, Marcus Semien up now for the Mets.
Marcus Semien.
Ball.
The 1-0. Swing and a foul out of play. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a 1-2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And a payoff pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder Carson Pin.
Quick toss to first.
No, he's in
Semien
there.
back in. Late swing, foul to the left. Semien runs. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Save.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Man at second. That one missed.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
The 1-2. And a good eye there.
Down.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Strikes him out, went with the sweeper, and it worked.
For the Mets, catcher Francisco.
And here's a look at how
Alvarez.
he's using his pitches in this one. Now the catcher up to hit, Francisco Alvarez. 0 for 1 so far.
Oh, that's
Activity in
inside.
Pittsburgh's bullpen. Bubba Chandler up and loosening in the pen. Matson getting cranked up as well. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Fouled off down the right side. Gets him to chase after that one. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Man on second, 2 down. And a foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. And the 0-2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. We played 4. It's the Mets 3 and the Pirates 2. Back here at Citi Field at the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez. No question about this one. It's out of here. And we have a tie ball game. It's 3-3. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. So the Pirates batting order turns over. O'Neal Cruz digs in now. He's already homered in this game.
Ball 1.
To the right side, Simeon tosses to first, and 2 away now.
Up next for the Pirates, second baseman Brandon Lau.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Ball 1.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That's the 3rd out. Just 1 hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. We're tied now at 3 apiece. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
The 1-1. And that one hammered, carrying well. And it slams off the bottom of the wall. In safely with a leadoff double, go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Paul Skeens done for the day. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment.
Now pitching for
Bubba
Pittsburgh,
Chandler
number
takes over on the
36.
mound.
Still pretty early in the
Chandler.
ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Hey!
You know, Boog, one thing about being a great switch hitter, it's so tough to keep both of your swings sharp. I mean, sometimes it can feel like a long time in between at bats against a lefty or vice versa. You can work on both swings, but there's only so much a guy can do in the batting cage.
Man at second. On the ground to 3rd, Gonzalez. In plenty of time to first, and that's the 1st out in the bottom of the 5th.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman Jorge.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
Swing and high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. That's worth the price of admission. And it gives him the lead in the 5th. It's 5-3. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat. Most times it's the pitcher looking at the scoreboard for velocity, but in this case it's the hitter. He just turned around triple digits at the dish. I don't even know how he saw that pitch. Maybe he didn't, but he got a home run out of it.
Hit in the air, center field. Cruz drops steps, heads back on it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Mets.
Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. Last half of inning number 5. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Here's a 1-1.
Running that good fastball up on the hitter's inside. If nothing else, it keeps him from diving out over the plate to get those arms extended on the pitch away.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
That's a ball.
Beatty, the runner at first with 2 gone. In for a strike, and a count 1-1. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 5-3 ball game. Back here in Queens, close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Leading off, Brian Reynolds.
For Pittsburgh, the designated hitter, Brian Reynolds.
A curve drops in for a strike.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
1 down.
Up next for the Pirates, left fielder Marcell Ozuna.
And a foul ball. The Buccos down by a pair here on opening day. Right through there for a strike.
And that's way high. And that's ball one.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Simeon in position, and there's two away.
Up next for the Pirates, right fielder Ryan O'Hearn.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. And first offering is fouled off.
Hey, two.
Two down, nobody on. That one to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And the Pirates go 1-2-3. It's the Mets 5 and the Pirates 3.
Now pitching for
Back
Pittsburgh,
now for the bottom of the
number
sixth,
72,
and there's a new pitcher on the mound.
Mattson.
Isaac Mattson. He's 1 for 2 so far in his debut.
First big league game, check. First hit, check. First multi-hit game, that would be nice. We'll see.
That pitch clips the outside corner. It's 0-1. Mattson, a 6'2" righty. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Strike two.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 1-2. Got him swinging. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
First pitch swinging. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Justin Lawrence getting ready to go. Barco, the lefty, warming up as well. The 0-1. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Outside. Ball one. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And that one is fouled, so we'll try it again. The 1-2. And that's too high.
These first two hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Inside, just missed.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Stays alive.
In an era with a lot of swing and miss and strikeouts, you got to love an at-bat like this. No one giving in.
Payoff pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. And he really made the pitcher work on that walk. 12 pitches before it was all said and done. Back to the top of the order now. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 1 for 3.
Ball.
And the 1-0. Runner on the move. Swing and a ball popped in the air. 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, left fielder, Juan Soto.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Isaac Matson will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
New arm
Pittsburgh,
out of the bullpen,
number 49,
Yohan Ramirez.
Yohan Ramirez.
And now it's Juan Soto, and he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
Hey!
Here comes the 0-1. And there's a ball.
Ball 2.
That one finds the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That one almost got him.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Left field. And it stays fair. Here comes Alvarez around third. He'll score, and they take a 3-run lead.
Well, this one started with a bad jump, a bad read off of the bat. He ends up having to try to leap out of desperation, can't come down with it, and it turned into extra bases.
That clips the corner.
Ball, that's in.
Swing and a pop-up. That's a base hit. And they hold him at third.
90 feet away with 2 out.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Kind of your classic jam shot blooper right there. Made a good pitch on the inside. Gotten to hit it off the handle, but he still muscled it out there. You just have to tip your cap on the mound.
And now the first baseman, Jorge Polanco. He crushed one out of here earlier. An absolute tape measure shot.
Yeah, indeed. It was a rocket. Just launched that thing. His swing, man, is so clean right now. I doubt he even felt the baseball make contact with the bat.
The Mets trying to break this one open here in the bottom of the 6th. And a swing and a miss there.
Nope, upstairs.
Two aboard, 2 outs. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. One for the Mets here on the RBI double. It's now 6-3. We go to the top of the 7th. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Jared Triolo.
No,
Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Brooks Raley, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Garcia, a right-hander, loosening up as well. The 1-0. Swing and a miss.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. That does it for Freddie Peralta. And a pretty good outing for him as he leaves with a nice lead. New pitcher when we get back.
Now pitching for the
Brooks
Mets,
Raley gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Brooks Raley.
And there's a strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Swing and a ball popped up. Soto really on his horse for it. Great effort as he's able to haul it in. And there's one away.
Up next for the Pirates, third baseman Nick Gonzalez.
One out man at first. Now the third baseman, Nick Gonzalez. He's already homered here in this one. Pitch kicks away. And the runner holds.
The lefty, the 1-0. Tap foul at the plate. The 1-1.
Inside, ball 2.
Pitch kicks away from Alvarez. And now a man into scoring position.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Man at second. And he
All
walked
4
him.
pitches down.
Up next for Pittsburgh, catcher Henry Davis.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. Davis wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The tying run at the plate. And a strike on the outside edge. Strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground.
Goes down looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Two aboard, 2 outs. Up next for the Pirates, O'Neal Cruz. And downstairs.
Down. Nope, inside, ball 2.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. And a count 2-1. That's to third. On to Simeon. And that's the inning. So they strand a pair. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Mets 6 and the Pirates 3.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Justin Lawrence.
Leading off for the Mets, center fielder Luis Robert Jr.
That's a ball. Yeah.
That one misses. Ball 2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. Out of here. He'll take a jog around the bases. And they tack one on the board. It's 7-3.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Ball upstairs.
The 1-2. And they'll do it again. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the 7th. And that skips into dirt. Next pitch is outside. Got him looking. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Baseman, Marcus Simeon.
Ball, that's outside.
High fly ball down the left field line. Ozuna ranging back.
No,
and a foul ball. That clips a corner. And he dodges that fastball. Two now. Simeon waits. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Comes the 2-2. That one almost got him. We'll see another payoff pitch. Nine pitches thrown there before earning the walk. What a battle.
For the Mets, right fielder, Carson.
Man at first with one gone. And now the right fielder, Carson Benj. He's 1 for 3. Picked up his first major league hit earlier.
Well, there's no time for him to be reflective right now, but you know he will be later on. The pressure's off a little bit with that first knock out of the way, though. There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
0-1 gets a check swing. Appeal to third. Nope, he held back.
That's ball 2.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Liner, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
For the Mets, catcher Francisco Alvarez.
In the dirt, blocked. Runners at first and second with one gone. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Good hitters count the 2-0.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming around third is Simeon. The throw in, safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And the lead is up to 5.
Picks himself up an RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And the Pirates manager making his way to the mound now as he will make the move. Justin Lawrence out of the game. And the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Pirates
Pittsburgh,
with a new arm on the mound,
45.
Hunter Barco.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
First and second, one out. Here's Francisco Lindor. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. That one finds the corner. Strike one. Bench at second. Alvarez at first. One gone. And that one fouled off. The next pitch misses. Ball one. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
First offering way inside, almost got him. 2 on, 2 outs. Swings through that one for strike one.
Ball, that's outside.
Now that's smacked to right center. Diving, makes the grab. What a play.
A bit of a do or die there. He lays out, makes the diving catch, and he strands a couple of runners.
Back here at Citi Field, at the plate for Pittsburgh, Brandon Lowe. Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Up next for the Pirates, the designated hitter, Bryan Reynolds.
That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch. Action in the Mets bullpen. Huascar Brazoban preparing to come on if needed. McLean warming up as well. Yeah, that's fouled off. The Mets leading by 5, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got him. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
For the Pirates, left fielder Marcell Ozuna.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Brooks Raley departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
Taking
Mets,
over on the mound for the Mets,
43,
Huascar Brazoban.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Two down, bases empty. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup hitter, Marcell Ozuna. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Pitch misses there. Down. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2 knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff. Bucks go down quietly, can't chip away at an 8-3 deficit. Back here in Queens, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
And they've really been peppering left field, as you can see from the graphic right here. Might be time for the defense to slide a bit towards that side.
Hey! Ball inside.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there's one down.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman Jorge.
So up next, Jorge Polanco.
There it was. Oh, here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
Next offering is fouled back. 0-2 now. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Polanco hanging in there.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does. And you're tied up. That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Fastball for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Got him. Dave Lawrence rings him up. And the Mets go down 1-2-3, but they lead at 8-3. All set to start the 9th in this one. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ryan O'Hearn.
And there's a foul ball. Hard hit left side. On to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
Up next for the Pirates, shortstop Jared Triolo.
Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets, Sean Manaea, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. The 0-1. The shortstop takes a ball. Brazaban, a righty that throws with power. He features a changeup, a sinker, a cutter, and he works in a four-seamer. That's a little bit low. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Hit in the air, right field. Bench moving under this one. Out. Number 2.
Up next for the Pirates, first baseman Spencer Horwitz.
So they're down to their final out. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Spencer Horwitz. 0 for 3 in this one. And ball one. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Two down, nobody on. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That's the ball game.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle of the pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
8-3 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.